All right, we're glad to be here today for the championship of the Rio Grande. Wouldn't you guys call it that?
Yeah.
This is a big rivalry today. All right, captains, we've got the visitors here. That will be the heads. This will be tails with the NM and the Zia symbol, okay? I'm gonna let it hit the ground. All right, what would you like to call?
Heads.
What did he say?
Heads.
He said heads. Okay, I'm gonna let it, again, it's gonna hit the ground.
Get it, baby.
And it is heads. So, you've won the toss. Your choice is to?
Defer. We would like to defer.
Like to defer. So that means you want the ball. Smart. And which way do you want to kick? That way. Okay, let's turn things around. Like that. It's the other way, isn't it? Okay. All right, I'm going to tell everybody here. All right, white, when's a toss? Defer. Red, it's going to receive. Here. All right, I'd like the rest of you guys to come in and shake hands. Come in, shake hands. Now, I'm not quite through here. All right, let's have.
Welcome to Hatch, New Mexico, as the Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to take on the Hatch Valley Bears live here on
The rest of our
KCHS
officials
Radio.
are Mr. Willis.
Hang on just a
Mr.
second here. We got
Devine,
some
Mr.
introductions
Apadon.
from the referee.
All right. All right, it is.
We have our seniors lined up, and this afternoon is the last.
All right, we may have a little interference here as we got the ref all mic'd up today for you. Anyway, welcome. The Hatch Valley is the Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to take on the Hatch Valley Bears. This is the Rio Grande rivalry of sorts between Hot Springs and Hatch. This rivalry goes way back to 1930 was the first time we played, and we'll talk about that in the matchup. But today, the Hot Springs Tigers coming in after a tough loss last week to the Socorro Warriors and then the Cobra Indians the week before. Both those teams also beat Hatch, the Bears as well. So both teams are coming in 0-2, and we're going to talk about that shortly. Last week, the Hot Springs Tigers up in Socorro. Socorro ran up the score in about the first 4 plays. They were up 27-0 right out of the barrel, and the Tigers struggled from there. They wound up losing the game 41-0 to the Socorro Warriors. The Socorro Warriors, #1 in the state of New Mexico and also #1 in the District 3 AAA. They're over in travel to Cobra. That game is scheduled, I believe it was on the NFHS network schedule for 1 o'clock this afternoon, as the Tigers will be teeing it up here and ready to go at noon here in about 13, 14 minutes. So Tigers taking a tough loss last week there in Socorro as well. The Bears lost to Socorro the week before that, before the Tigers got there, and they lost 55-0. That game was cut short by the mercy rule of being up by 50. So the Tigers at least hung in enough. They got didn't score on them, but they got knocked down 41-0. The matchup for today, like we talked about, goes back to 1930. Very first time the Tigers played was reported in the Sarah County Advocate on October 31st, 1930. An intercepted pass in the second quarter gave Hatch High School a 7-6 win over the Hot Springs Tigers. The Tigers lead this rivalry all time. They're 53 wins, 26 losses, and 1 tie. But both teams today come in 0-2 in district. The Hot Springs Tigers on the season are 2-8, while the Hatch Valley Bears are 5-3-1. They're 1 tie against the Hope Christian Huskies. So the Tigers wins this year over Crown Point and Mescalero Apache to give them their 2 wins, but Tigers are struggling. We actually have them down losing the game today. We should be 2-7, and instead of 2-8 listed there. Hatch Valley comes in 5-3-1 on the season with wins against Laguna Acoma, Tularosa Wildcats, the Anthony, Texas Wildcats as well, and the Tigers, both Tularosa and Anthony, have beaten the Tigers. Hatch also won against Chaparral and Capitan. Their losses are against Estancia and then the 2 losses in district to Socorro and Cobrey, but they did tie against the Hope Christian Huskies. So both teams are 0-2 in District 3 AAA. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is your Tigers Sports Network.
Johnny B's loves the Tigers and is proud to help bring these games to you. When you're hungry for home-style cooking, head to Johnny B's at 2160 North Date Street, right here in Tier C. While you're there, make sure to save room for a tasty treat from Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor. Heck, you can just go have ice cream if you'd like. Whether it's on the football field or the baseball field, on the court, at home, or on the road, Johnny B's and Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor support the Hot Springs Tigers today and always.
Drive up, drive through, or dine in at A&B Drive-In. For faster service, call your order in for the best burritos smothered in red chili and cheese. Or try the green chili cheeseburgers with fries, the best in all the Southwest. Drive through our newly remodeled drive-up window at 211 Broadway in downtown Truth or Consequences, 575-894-9294. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8:30 p.m. Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, as the Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to tee it up against their rival foes down in the valley here in the Hatch Valley, the Hatch Valley Bears. The coach's top 10 poll for this week has Socorro still at the number 1 spot. They're 9-0. They're taking on the Cobrey Indians today. We'll see if we can get you a score and an update as we go along this afternoon. They're in Baird, New Mexico. Ruidoso coming in at number 2. Then Robertson and then St. Mike's round out the top 4. Now, we're going to give you a little prediction on some teams that we think are going to get there in the order which they're going to be in at the end of this game. But we feel like those 4 right there are pretty solid as far as getting that bye in the first round there against the playoffs, which will be the selection show will be later tonight. You can catch that on New Mexico Activities Association website as well. The Raton Tigers come in at number 5, then West Las Vegas, Dexter, and then Cobrey at number 8. Rounding out the top 10 is the Hope Christian Huskies, and then you see the Hatch Valley Bears there at 5-3-1. And then Hot Springs Tigers, basically, according to Max Preps, they're outside the top 10 as far as the coaches' poll is concerned. We have them sitting around about 18, which puts them in there at 2-7 on the season. So the keys for tonight's game, or I should say this afternoon's game, Hot Springs, they need to focus on running the ball. They kind of abandon it once JJ gets started. Maybe has a little issues trying to get the ball, get the rock running inside, and then all of a sudden it seems like the Tigers become one-dimensional. They got to focus. They got to keep JJ, keep him in the game and keep him running the ball. What they got to do on defense, they got to stop number 42. There's no doubt. Mr. Gillis, number 42, Leighton Gillis, and he is their best running back here in Hatch, so they got to definitely stop number 42. On the Hatch side, as far as keys to the game, bring the house. If you're on defense, I expect blitz all day long from Hatch as they're going to try to get inside there. Once we become one-dimensional and trying to throw it around, then we spread out our receivers, and here come the blitz, and then our quarterback, big number 15, Caden Lanham's got to be on the run. Defensively, there it is right there. You got to stop number 42. I think if we can try to get Hatch into a throwing game where they're going to throw the ball. Now, they may be very good at it, but they try to run the ball quite a bit. But we got to put a stop on number 42. There's no doubt about it. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Turbo Design. We're going to be right back. This is your Tiger Sports Network. Drive up, drive through, or dine in.
Sierra Auto Parts and CarQuest are the winning team when it comes to auto parts. The folks at Sierra Auto Parts are proud of the Tigers and proud to be able to offer the community top-quality CarQuest auto products at great prices. Make sure that when you want top-quality automotive parts, that your first stop is at your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer. Sierra Auto Parts, 400 Austin Street, right here in Truth or Consequences. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Closed Saturdays and Sunday.
Back here on the campus of Hatch Valley High School here, the Hatch Valley Bears. Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to take on. We got about 6 minutes as we're going to pan around here and take a look at the crowd coming down from Hot Springs. Should be a beautiful afternoon here on a Saturday. Now, this game was originally scheduled for last night at 7 p.m., but not able to have enough officials. So we've had that issue here before this season as well. We didn't even have some officials. We had to move some of our home games as well. But we do have the officials here tonight. We got them mic'd up this afternoon and ready to go as we take a look at the crowd coming up from Hot Springs. Just a 30-minute jaunt down the Rio Grande Valley. We take a look at back at 1930. Give you a little bit of idea. Some of the Hot Springs Tigers, when they play Hatch Valley here in Hatch, and it's a district game between the two, the Tigers are 8-7-1, so it's a pretty even match. 8 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. Last time the Tigers won a district game here in Hatch was 2019. A little different story today with the Tigers coming in at 2-7, and the Hatch Valley Bears at 5-3-1. So get ready to strap them up here on KCHS 101.9 FM. We'll be right back. This is your Tiger Sports Network.
Teston Chevron at 2200 North Date is proud to support the Tigers. Teston Chevron, located at the north end of Truth or Consequences, is locally owned and operated and has been since 1972. The Teston family loves the Tigers and their community. They offer quality Chevron fuel and 24-hour service, as well as a shop where they can change your oil or patch or replace your tire. Make sure to stop by and visit the friendly Tiger alumni at Teston Chevron and thank them for making these broadcasts possible.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Your State Farm agent, Ben Trujillo, is honored to be a Tiger at heart and an avid Tiger supporter. State Farm is a name you can trust, and Ben Trujillo is an agent you know. Whether you're looking to insure your home, car, business, or RV, give Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, a call today at 575-382-3636. Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, is proud to say, Go Tigers!
Got about 4 minutes back here in Hatch, New Mexico. Kimmy Molesby's running the camera for our instant replay today. We appreciate her helping us out. Both teams coming into tonight there for Hot Springs and Hatch are 0-2 in District 3 AAA. A win by the Bears just about puts them in the playoffs. I think they're going to be around could be a 9 or rated 10 right now in the coaches poll. That's probably where they may be. I don't think they'll fall any lower. We're going to have some predictions a little later in the game, depending on what happens today. But we'll give you what we think will be the top 12 teams that will move into next week as they start the playoffs. It's the last regular season and district game for both teams here between the Hot Springs Tigers and the Hatch Valley Bears. A Tiger win would definitely disrupt the AAA playoffs. I don't know if the Tigers, even with a win, going to put them at 3-7. I just don't know if they've got enough big quality wins in there. The only wins they have, of course, is against Crown Point and Mescalero Apache. So those teams just aren't going to help them out as far as trying to get into the playoffs. But Tiger win, they could have an outside shot. I don't think there's some other teams there that we have played, lost to, like New Mexico Military, which really believe that Hatch wins this one, they're in. If they lose it, then it's possible that coming in those last spots there could be New Mexico Military Institute getting in the playoffs. But that's for another story as we get ready to tee it up here in Hatch, New Mexico, as the Hot Springs Tigers taking on the Hatch Valley Bears. This is your Tiger Sports Network.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Quality cuisine since 1970. Legendary menu selections including our hand-cut steaks, prime rib, lobster, fresh seafood, and chicken. Enjoy an extensive wine list in our comfortable bar with outdoor patio. We have ample parking and banquet room. Open daily at 5 p.m. 1400 North Date Street in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Phone 575-894-6200, LosArcosSteakhouse.com.
It's good to have Davis Fleck United Pharmacy nearby. From cold medications to gifts for everyone on your list. From over-the-counter help to greeting cards, magazines, and newspapers. Just one stop at Davis Fleck does it. Remember, Davis Fleck accepts most prescription insurance plans and offers a senior citizens prescription discount program too. Davies Fleck United Pharmacy, your leader pharmacy, located at 500 Broadway, right here in Tier C, is a drugstore and much, much more.
Need concrete? Bar 2's got it. Need asphalt? Bar 2's got it. Need dirt? Bar 2's got it. Bar 2 Sand and Gravel is your full-service construction center. They even install and service septic tanks. Visit Bar 2 Sand and Gravel and Transit Mix, where you'll be met by a friendly, helpful staff and enjoy prompt, efficient service no matter what size job you're working on. Bar 2 Sand and Gravel, serving the community since 1957, located at the Cuchillo Creek Bridge on Highway 181, just north of Tier C. Call 894-7181.
Whitehead Automotive says go Tigers. At Whitehead Automotive, you'll find game-changing deals on sales and service. We have a great selection of used quality vehicles along with highly trained service and sales team with unbeatable prices of vehicles in service. You can't beat it. Whitehead Automotive's great sales and great service equals a winning combination, just like the Tigers. Stop by and see the gang at Whitehead Automotive at 9th and Date.
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, the Hot Springs Tigers turned and gave an applaud to the crowd that has come up from Truth or Consequences. You can see them there if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, and the NFHS network as well. As the Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to take on the Hatch Valley Bears. This is definitely the game of the season here for both teams, as the Tigers need a win, and so do the Bears, and it comes down to who's going to be third place here in District 3 AAA. As we wait for see if we have the national anthem. The rest, we have them all mic'd up this afternoon as well, so hopefully we'll be able to get you all of the latest calls, and hopefully there's not many. So the Hot Springs Tigers, looks like everybody's fairly well healthy. They still have Josh Tidwell, number 11, the senior. He's still out. He got injured at New Mexico Military Colt game over in Roswell. I believe Logan Taylor is suited up today and expected to play. He's coming off an injury as well. Of course, you're going to see J.J. Garcia there in the backfield, number 33, as well as the senior Ethan Flores. You'll see him on both sides of the ball, especially on that defensive end side. Caden Lanham, of course, the sophomore quarterback, as well as the safety. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the kickoff. This is your Tigers Sports Network. Providing the best landscape and fencing in all of Sierra County, Lynn's Landscape offers the best service for small or large projects. Lynn's Landscape specializes in decorative block retaining walls. Whether you need artificial turf or natural landscaping, call the professionals at Lynn's Landscape and Fencing, 575-744-4009 or 575-740-4045.
Show your Tiger pride in a professionally cleaned vehicle. Mike Hurlson with Mobile Vehicle Washing comes to you. That's right, no more excuses of not having enough time to take your vehicle to get washed. Whether you're at home or work, one call to 575-740-2037 and Mobile Vehicle Washing will have your ride shining like new. Mobile Vehicle Washing also does boats, trucks, airplanes, and more. Call Mike at 575-740-2037 today and tell him you want to shine with Tiger Pride today.
Back here after the national anthem and the introduction, we get ready to strap it up here for the Tigers. Hot Springs Tigers getting ready to take on the Hatch Valley Bears here in 3 AAA district action. This is for third place. We've gotten Socorro #1, and they're playing Cobre right now. Cobre has beaten both Hatch and Hot Springs, so they'll see what they can do this afternoon against the Warriors over in Baird, New Mexico. But this afternoon, the Tigers decked out in their full white uniforms, travel uniforms, trimmed with blue. The Bears a little different today. They've had their red jerseys, white pants. We've always seen them most of the time. They decked out in some black as well as they try to, as we get ready for kickoff here in the Valley. They're decked out with their red jerseys and white pants and white helmets. The Tigers have won the toss and have deferred to the second half, so the Hot Springs Tigers will tee it up first here from the 40-yard line. Ethan Flores, number 32, to do the kicking chores for the Tigers. We got 12 minutes on the board. Number 32 back to kick for the Tigers, Ethan Flores.
Number 32 to kick, Ethan Flores.
And we are ready. Here comes from Tiger football down in the valley from Hatch, New Mexico. Deep kick by Flores down inside to about inside the 20, out to the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, brings it to the near side. Midfield cuts it back. Still on his feet. Tigers still haven't got him down. And now the scrum continues all the way at the Tiger 40-yard line, finally knocked down. So the Tigers, good return there by the Bears as they take the opening kickoff. We'll see it here as Kimmy doing us the instant replay today for us. First quarter brought to you by A&B Drive-In. Your old-fashioned drive-in. Drive up, drive through, or dine in at 211 Broadway. Best green chili cheeseburgers around there. Downtown Truth or Consequences, A&B Drive-In. We appreciate all the Tiger supporters and advertisers. Hatch now out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage, starting from the Tiger 41-yard line. So a good return there by the Bears. 11:46, just underway, no score here in the Valley. And what's happening right now is the Tigers, the Bears come out. They've had a player that had an injury. It's not going to be able to play. They actually bring him out on the field. They're going to take a delay of game penalty, and they're going to let him basically be part of that first snap. Number 69, Emilio Gutierrez, and he's a senior and definitely had an injury, I believe, in an automobile accident, so they put him on the field for that first play. At least they let him play that first play, even though it was a delay of game. So class act there by the Hatch Valley Bears. So 5-yard penalty is going to bring up first down and 15 now for the Bears as they're right in front of us here on the near side at the Tiger 46-yard line.
2, 3.
Now we're ready for action. First snap of the game, going deep. Actually tried to run a little pass out to number 8. And that was Gutierrez, and incomplete. So it's going to bring up second down, and on the replay, just fakes it in there to Gillis and then tries to get it over to Gutierrez on the near side and incomplete. And that's going to bring up second down and 15 now for the Bears. Here on 101.9 FM, here's the snap. Fakes it again to Gutierrez. Now he gets a little flare pass out to his right. Gets it over the Tiger 40-yard line.
Gets the ball to the 32-yard line.
Big number 19, that's Orrin Russell on the reception for the Bears. He's got enough, picked up definitely enough off the delay of game. Is going to bring up about third down and 4 now for the Bears. 11:30 to go here on 101.9 FM. No score from the Valley. Gillis off the right tackle. Finally gets tackled down inside the Tiger to the 25-yard line. So Gillis, one of the keys to the game that we had for the Bears is to run Gillis. Now back to pass. And at the 10, going to break one tackle and a touchdown for the Bears. And just like that, they put some points on the board, do the Bears, and we're going to watch this one on the replay. As he takes the snap from the Tiger 25, fakes it to Gillis, and then throws just a little in pattern to number 8, and that's Gutierrez, the junior, and it's good, and the Bears go up 6-0.
Number 66, Edgar Vasio on the kick.
Now the extra point by Vasio. The snap is good, and the kick is up.
And the kick is
And it's good. So the Hatch Valley Bears go up 7-0 here early with 11:11 to play here on 101.9 FM. This is your Tigers Sports Network.
Show your Tiger pride in a professionally clean vehicle. Mike Hurlson with Mobile Vehicle Washing comes to you. That's right, no more excuses of not having enough time to take your vehicle to get washed. Whether you're at home or work, one call to 575-740-2037 and Mobile Vehicle Washing will have your ride shining like new. Mobile Vehicle Washing also does boats, trucks, airplanes, and more. Call Mike at 575-740-2037 today and tell him you want to shine with Tiger Pride today.
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, as the Hatch Valley Bears struck first 7-0 over the Hot Springs Tigers with just under a minute. They take the opening kickoff from the Tiger 41, took a penalty delay of game to honor one of their players, and then didn't take them long to get it in as they go up 7-0 here in the first quarter with 11:11 to play here on the campus of Hatch High School. Vasio, number 66, the junior kicker's got it teed up at the 40.
Edgar Vasio on the kick.
Now we get the whistle, and here's the kick by the Bears. And this one down inside the 5-yard line. He's got to retreat to the goal line. Looks like Polanco's taking it to the far side. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. He's off to the races to the 40, to the 50, to midfield. Finally going to get thrown down inside Hatch Valley territory. So a great return there by the freshman, Polanco, number 10, as he breaks a couple of tackles and sets up shop inside Bear territory. 1st and 10 Tigers. So both teams now, special teams, the Bears able to run it out on the first kickoff, and now the Tigers do the same as they get it all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Bears as the Tigers now take over possession, the first possession of the game for the Tigers with 10:59 to go here in the first quarter. The Bears up 7-0 here on 101.9 FM. Lanham. Number 15, Caden Lanham, directing traffic, turns and hands off to J.J. Garcia. J.J. up right up the middle. The ball's on the ground and fumbled by J.J. and recovered by the Bears, and that changes everything. As we talked about them wanting to run the ball, and we can see J.J. runs it up inside there. Looks like he got stripped right there as the ball comes out. You can definitely just see it hanging out there in space. And the Tigers lose the ball in possession as the Bears take over. They're going to take over on their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10 with 10:53 to go and a 7-point lead for the Bears. So J.J., one of our keys to the game was to run the ball, and J.J. did a great job there, just got stripped. So the Tigers got to take care of the ball. Now Gomez, number 4, the quarterback for the Bears, turns and hands it off to Gillis. Gillis, nowhere to go. Good defensive play in there by the Tigers, number 33, J.J. Garcia. I think he's a little upset over the Lost our replay here for a moment, so just hang with us. Another fake to Gillis, throws this one down, a little flare pass out to the 40-yard line. Now the ball's on the ground. It looks like the Tigers may have recovered this one. And they do. The Tigers now take over on the fumble.
So a nice shout out for the boys soccer. Boys soccer won against Nimi 3-0. Boys soccer won against Nimi.
So back-to-back fumbles now as the Hot Springs Tigers get it back right at the 44-yard line where they started this drive to begin with after the kickoff. So tit for tat there for the Tigers with 10:22 to play here in the first quarter. Lanham from the gun position, and now the ball snapped to JJ. JJ takes this one around the right side. Nowhere to go, is going to be thrown for a big loss back at about midfield. JJ just took that. Looked like the snap was Aaron for Lanham to his right, and JJ just happened to be running that way and picked it up out of midair. But a loss all the way back of 6, back to midfield. The Tigers trail by 7 here in Hatch with 9:50 to play here in the first quarter on 101.9 FM. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Now Lanham directing traffic from his own 45. Here's the snap. Looks for JJ out of the backfield, and this one's almost picked off, and that would have been a pick 6 by number 3, Garcia. As we watch this one on the replay, you'll see he read this one perfectly as he steps up. Just about picked that one off. Would have been a pick 6. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 from midfield for the Tigers. They trail by 7 here on 101.9 FM. 9:37 to play here first quarter. Tigers trail by 7. Now empty backfield for Lanham. Lanham's going to throw the screen pass for JJ in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Ball's on the ground again. And just like that, a fumble back-to-back for JJ, and they're going to give this one to – we'll watch this one on the replay as JJ turns to run, and the ball stripped out again. Just pops out on the tackle there and recovered by the Bears. And now once again, 3 fumbles in a row now for the team. Tigers 2 fumbles and Hatch has 1. So let's see what happens here with 9:30 to play here in the first quarter. They take over on the Tiger 48-yard line. Tigers trail by 7 here in the Valley. 3 receivers right. Gun formation now for the Bears. Tigers sneaking a man up. Look like they may be bringing 5. Here's the snap. Going to fire this over to a wide receiver screen. Open to the 45 to the 40, and finally knocked down by the Tigers. In on the stop was, looks like big number 70, Joel Rivero for the Tigers. But just a little wide receiver screen as they line up 3 players to the near side. The Tigers not able to get over there fast enough. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for the Bears from the Tiger 37-yard line. Same formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Here's the snap, turn the handoff to Gillis. Gillis up the middle, slips and falls. And he had a place to run right up the middle as there was nobody, as that line blew everybody out for the Tigers. Second down and 9. They're going to give him a yard pickup there for Gillis out of the backfield. Now from the near hash, 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. They're up by 7 over the Tigers here in the Valley. Back to pass is Gomez. Gomez is just going to have to tuck this one and run. He picked up a block on the far side of the Tiger sideline, finally thrown out of bounds by the Tigers. And that was Ashton Garcia, number 5. In there on the tackle for, he's got 14 tackles on the season, but sophomore, 32 catches, 228 yards, and that's Ashton Garcia. Here's the snap and a little toss forward. That should be an incomplete pass. as that was flicked forward. And they are going to call that incomplete. That was definitely the right call. Even if the quarterback just takes it and just flips it just barely in front of him as the receiver comes by, that's considered a forward pass and not a fumble.
Looks like that was an incomplete pass.
Second down and 10 now for the Bears with 8:32 to play here in the first quarter. They're up 7-0 over the Hot Springs Tigers here in District 3 AAA action. Bears load up to go fast. Turn and hand this one off to Gillis. Gillis up the middle over the 25-yard line down to about the 24. Gillis, the only receiver or the running back in the backfield, just kind of sets a little sidestep, gets it over the 25 down to the 24. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. 8 minutes to play. Penalty marker out. Looked like the Tigers may have jumped, as we'll get the call here in just a second from the ref.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense.
So encroachment against the Tigers. That's a 5-yard penalty. And they'll move that one down to the 19. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Bears. Actually 3rd and 2. Turn the hand off to Gillis. Gillis over the right tackle. Breaks one tackle. Gets strung down at about the 15-yard line by his shirt tail. But he should have enough for the first down. He gets it inside the 15.
And that's a first down Bears.
Number 44 in on the tackle. That was Sammy Acosta. And inside the red zone go the Bears as they are up 7-0 over the Tigers. Back to pass, throws it this one in and out, incomplete to looked like number 26. And that was Apodaca, Waylon Apodaca, the intended receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Bears from the Tiger 15-yard line. Here's the snap, flick forward once again. This one to number 2 gets around the right side. Tigers just trying to trail him. Finally get him knocked down is number 40 for the Tigers, and that looked like Brandon Hardawin in on the tackle. But another little flick pass forward to Marco.
About 3rd and 3 for the Bears.
Gets it down inside the 10-yard line to the 8. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 now for the Bears on the A&B drive-in scoreboard. Tigers trail by 7 with 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And now the Tigers had to run a player off. They're going to take a quick timeout. So we're going to take one with them. The Tigers trail 7-0 with 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
White.
It's your Tiger Sports Network.
Sheesh, kids are expensive in the fall and every other season of the year. It's a good thing Bank of the Southwest is there to weather the storm with us. With personal loan options for things like living expenses, purchasing a vehicle, clothing and supplies, moving expenses, and more. It sure helps. We all want them to stop growing up. Well, sort of. It's nice to know Bank of the Southwest is there to treat us like family when they do. Bank of the Southwest, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 439264.
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, with Kimmy Molesby running the instant replay camera for us today. We appreciate her coming down and helping out. Hot Springs Tigers trail out of the timeout here taken by the Tigers. Tigers trail 7-0 with 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter on the A&B drive-in scoreboard. 3rd down and 3 now for the Bears as they're knocking on the door once again here in the first quarter. From the 8, here's the snap. Run the option to the right side. Ducks his head. Gets down close inside the 5-yard line. Like 47, Gonzalez was on the run. Just takes that one from the Wildcat position as Jose Gonzalez, the senior. Gets it inside the 5. Is going to bring up 1st and goal. First and goal now for the Bears. inside the Tiger 5. I formation going to turn the hand off to the big back, and he just boils his way in for the touchdown to the Bears as they put another 6 points up on the board. Carlos Garza, number 77, the big man. Line him up in the backfield. Hand him the ball. Tigers not able to tackle him. The big man puts 6 points up on the board.
Number 66, Edgar Lacio.
6:37 to play here in the first quarter. The Hatch Valley Bears up 13-0 over the Hatch Valley Bears. Hatch Valley over the Hot Springs Tigers. Here's the snap, and the kick is up and good. So the Bears go up 14-0 with 6:37 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. This is your Tiger Sports Network.
When you're in the market to buy or sell your home or property, remember Homesteaders Realty. Maybe it's time to consider buying instead of renting, downsizing, or making more room for the kids and grandkids. Maybe you've been thinking about moving into the country, or maybe it's a lake house that has you daydreaming. No matter what your motive, Kathy Vickers and the gang at Homesteaders Realty can help you find the perfect home. Call on Homesteaders Realty at 507 Highway 195 in Elephant Butte when you're in the market to buy or sell your home.
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, as the Hot Springs Tigers trail 14-0. Tigers have struggled all year. 2 wins coming off of Crown Point and Mescalero Apache, and now they trail the Hatch Valley Bears by 14. Here in the first quarter, not even halfway through the first quarter, and Tigers down again. Teeing it up, number 66 for the Bears. Vasio. Edgar Vasio, the junior, tees it up at the 40-yard line. And Edgar puts a boot into this one again. And this time into the end zone, so a touchback. The Tigers will take over on their 20-yard line. So, Vasio, Edgar definitely puts the boot on that one into the end zone. Let's see if the Tigers can hang on to the ball this time, as J.J. Garcia has 2 fumbles, and the last fumble resulted in another touchdown for the Bears. So starting from their own 20-yard line. Caden Lanham in the gun formation, actually pistol formation, standing at his 15. Here's the snap, turn to JJ. JJ got some room, tucks it back up inside, gets hammered down by big number 64 in there on the tackle. And that's Alvaro. JJ had an opening there for a minute. But now 2nd down and 8, going to give him 2 yards on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Full protection now for Lanham. Lanham's going to take this one and run it. And nowhere to go as he hits that big defensive line there of the Bears. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Looks like first in was Edwin Olvera, number 64.
Olvero on the tackle for the Bears. It's going to bring up 3rd and long now, actually 3rd and 6 for the Tigers, as they got it out to the 24-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Pistol formation for Lanham. Lanham's going to turn and hand it off to Garcia. Garcia again puts it on the ground. Unbelievable. 3rd fumble of the day for J.J. Garcia. And we'll watch this one on the instant replay. And it looks like it just got stripped once again. The ball popped straight up in the air. And the Tigers lose it again on possession.
Down Bears. While you have a moment, let's not.
At the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 now for the Bears as they're up 14-0 with 5:09 to play here in the first quarter. That's 3 fumbles now by JJ. Every time he's touched the ball, he's put it on the ground. One of our keys to the game was for him to run the ball. We didn't have a keys for the game for him to fumble the ball, though.
Gomez out of the shotgun.
Gomez puts a man in motion, flicks it forward, little forward pass to number 2, breaks one tackle over, gets it inside the 15, finally gets knocked down by the Tigers, down close to the 12. So just a little flick forward to the man in motion. Going to give him about 6 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Bears as they're up 14-0 here in the first quarter. Tigers look like they may have got caught with too many men on the field. And penalty in the whistle comes out, and I believe the Tigers may have been caught with too many men on the field. As we await the call by the ref.
Dead ball, substitution, the defense.
So illegal substitution by the Tigers. So they'll take the penalty and then down over again for the Bears as they march this one down. Looks like it's sitting at about the 7-yard line. Here's the snap. Turn and fires this one over into the ground, incomplete.
Looks like pass was 10 for number 3, Eduardo Gracia. Pass is incomplete. Brings 2nd and goal for the Bears.
.431 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers trail by 14, and the Bears knocking on the door again at the Tigers' 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. From the gun position, going to take this one and run it in the Wildcat and scores.
And he cuts into the end zone. And that's a touchdown.
And number 40, was that Gillis? I think we'll watch it here on the replay. And that was number 42, Gillis. He had over 20 touchdowns coming into this game. And Gillis puts 6 more points up on the board. And the Hatch Valley Bears go up by 20. We await the extra point with 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. Here's the snap and the kick. Is up and good as the Hatch Valley Bears go up with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. The Hatch Valley Bears 21, the Hot Springs Tigers 0. It's your Tigers Sports Network.
Taking care of all of Sierra County's plumbing, gas, and HVAC needs, MPG Services says, Go Tigers! MPG Services is located at 1907 South Broadway and doesn't just do service calls. They sell the products that help you take care of your own. So remember, when you need plumbing parts or just want to let the pros handle the job, call on MPG Services 740-1440 or 894-1440. You'll find their well-stocked store in 1907 South Broadway.
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, Hot Springs Tigers trail by 21. It's kind of a reminder of Socorro last week. Socorro went up by 27 in the first quarter, and it may not be over for Hatch yet. Edgar Vasio tees it up once again at the 40 for the Bears. Last one he put in the end zone. Let's see where this one goes.
Vasio with a kick.
Lacio down to the 5. Polanco out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Still on his feet. Gets it out maybe close to the 25-yard line. So a decent return there by Polanco. And take that one inside his own 5-yard line. All the way out, they're going to mark him right at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. As they trail by 21. 4:15 to play here in the first quarter on 101.9 FM. Lanham finally gets everybody set as he's got J.J. behind him. Going to give it to J.J. once again. Both hands on the ball. They're going to be stripping it this time. Penalty marker out on the play.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure.
So a false start for the Tigers.
People aren't here. Let them know.
Well, if it's illegal procedure, if it was a false start, they would be in a dead ball foul anyway. So they actually had him as a illegal procedure.
Puts the ball on the 20-yard line.
Back to the 20 now for the Tigers. 4:08 to play. They're down by 21 here in Hatch. 2 receivers left. J.J. Lanham just going to run this one as he tries to fake it to J.J. Gets over and gets hammered out of bounds.
Number 47, number 2, Marco Eder Loera. And number 47, Jose Gonzalez.
As Lanham just took that one from the gun position and just took off running with it. Lanham has done decent this year. He's 98 of 221 passes for 987 yards. He's got 11 touchdowns. However, he's got 9 interceptions to go with it. Number 15, the junior, Caden Lanham. Gun formation once again for Lanham. He's got J.J. Garcia now to his right hip pocket. Puts Kohler in motion. Bad snap. This one's on the ground. And the Tigers not able to come up with it. And another turnover for the Tigers. 4 fumbles here in the first quarter as that snap got away from Lanham. And then Lanham tried to dive on it and not able to come up with it. And they set up shop once again. Inside Tiger territory once again, and inside the red zone. Look at about the 13-yard line of the Tigers. First and 10 now for the Bears. 3:23 to play here first quarter. Gomez from the shotgun. Got a scramble, looks to his left. This one's almost picked off by the Tigers. Hardawin just about picked up his second interception on the season. Boy, and Hardawin had it right in his hands. Big number 45 came in to strip it out. He had to play defense, and that was Gomez. Brandon Gomez for the Bears. Second down and 10 now for Hatch with 3:13 to play here and a 21-point lead. The snap, and this one off to big number 47, and he's no problem there getting into the end zone. And another 6 points put up there was Jose Gonzalez. The Tigers have no defense after 4 fumbles here in the first quarter. Arm tackling, not able to come up with it, and in for the touchdown. As we await the extra point, the snap, and the kick is up and good. So the Hatch Valley Bears go up 28-0 here with 3:07 to play in the first quarter. This is your Tiger Sports Network.
One play can change momentum in the game, and one deductible is a game changer when it comes to your insurance. That's why you should see Agent Sharon Luna, your Farm Bureau agent in Tier C. She can help bundle your car and home together in a single policy. So if life sends a little blitz in the form of a storm or fire, you'll pay one deductible for everything that's covered. Talk to Farm Bureau agent Sharon Luna today. Stop by 405 North Date or call 575-894-0060. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Tigers, another buzzsaw here. Reminds me of Socorro last week. Socorro hung 27 on the Tigers in the first quarter, and now Tigers 4 fumbles in the first quarter, and 28 points later, they're down. Ready to kick it off once again. I think we're going to wear this leg out on this kicker today. Vasio, number 66, for the Bears. And this one's going to come down, and JJ's going to try to jump on it inside the 5. Out to the 5, now the 10. He's just going to get smothered under there, short of the 10-yard line. So the Tigers, terrible field position after the kick. Tigers trail by 28, 3 minutes to go exactly here in the first quarter. Hatch may hang 50 on these guys before half. Now Sammy Acosta's coming in, going to be running the running back. JJ, they put him over in the slot. Now JJ in motion. Lanham back to pass from his goal line. Throws this one deep downfield and caught by Polanco, the freshman. And go to your playmakers for sure. Polanco had a big game against the Cobra Indians there in Hot Springs. But a good pitch and catch there by the Tigers. Number 10, the freshman, Tristan Polanco. 10 catches for 171 yards, 3 touchdowns. And a kickoff return for a touchdown as well this season. Number 10, the freshman, Tristan Polanco. Little breathing room now for the Tigers. Tigers look like they may have jumped at the snap there. Throw this one close down to number 32 and incomplete. And a flag comes down. We're going to watch this one on the replay. We didn't quite catch that one enough, but it's going to be a pass interference against the
pass interference against the Bears.
Defensive pass interference. First down.
So pass interference, 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage for in high school for the Tigers. So they get it over midfield, finally back into Bear territory. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Now Lanham back to pass once again, fires this one towards Flores as he's not able to come up with that one at all. A little slow getting up. We'll watch this one on the replay as Flores tried to turn and look for the ball here, and it hits him right in the helmet. He turned and looked for it, and it hit him in the helmet, and it's almost picked off by the Bears. As 47 goes through his hands, and that was Jose Gonzalez. So we'll watch this one more time here as we pull this one in live action. It's going to be incomplete. The Tigers have an injury on the field. It looked like Flores is down. Tigers trail 28-0 with 2:28 to play here in the first quarter. And Flores is getting up. We're going to take a break, but we're going to hang it right here. The Tigers trail 28-0 here on 101.9 FM. Watch this one more time as we get Flores. It gets a little bit, kind of turned a little funky. We don't know if he twisted his ankle or his knee. But right here, he just kind of turns wrong and steps right there. Just kind of extended that knee and head to the sideline. He got under his own power, and that's good for the Flores. 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers. From the 43-yard line of the Bears with 2:28 to play here in the first half. The Tigers trail by 28. From the gun formation, Lanham fires this one over the middle. In and out of the hands. Penalty marker again. Doesn't look like it may be against the Bears once again. Should be holding against the Bears.
Holding. Gets the defense. That'll be first down.
Holding against the Bears. So aided with a couple of.
So the holding against the Bears puts it on the 33-yard line. First down for the Tigers.
Lanham fires this one quick over to Ashton Garcia. Garcia nowhere to go, gets thrown out of bounds. Loses a couple on the play. Just kind of a quick wide receiver, just throw it over there, turn and run, and not able to go very far at all as he gets thrown out of bounds.
37-yard line, 2nd and 12 for the Tigers.
2nd down and 12 now for the Tigers. We're just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Having a little bit of issue with our stream coming out of here at Hatch. Hand off to Sammy Acosta right up the middle. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage with a host of Bears draped all over him.
No gain, 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12 with about a minute to play here in the first quarter. The Tigers trail by 28 here on 101.9 FM. Lanham now directing traffic's got Acosta behind him. 2 receivers left, 2 right. From the far hash, we get under a minute to play here. Lanham back to pass again. Fires this one deep down forward towards J.J. Garcia. And in and out of the hands, that could have been interference. We'll watch this one once again on the replay here, but it sure looked like that could have been a pass interference against the Tigers, or against the Bears. And he just puts his hand on him right there. He's got his arm stuck back behind him there. And then J.J. just about came up with it anyway, but that could have been an easy pass interference call against the Bears. It's going to bring up 4th down and 12 for the Tigers, and Tigers probably going to go for it here down by 28 inside Bear territory at the 35, and Flores, of course, we haven't seen him back out on the field since he went down with an injury. Here's the snap, kind of delayed back. Fires this one over and caught, no, incomplete, hit the ground. And Bears will take over on downs.
So the fourth down turnaround puts the ball on the 35-yard line, and that's a first.
So the Bears take over. First and 10 on their own 35-yard line. We had another issue with our instant replay. From their own 35-yard line, we're just about to the end of the first quarter. First and 10 now for the Bears with 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. They're up by 28. Back to pass, looking for that little screen pass over the middle. This one's knocked down by big number 32. And we got Ethan Flores back in the lineup. Comes off that defensive end. Gets his big paw up there and able to get his hand on the ball. Incomplete, going to bring up second down and 10. With 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Back to pass once again are the Bears, looking deep downfield, fires this one, going to come up way short as that one may have been hit at the line of scrimmage. With 34 seconds. Tigers trail by 28. Here in Hatch. Try to get our stream going back here. We ran into some issues there. We just get ready to start the second quarter. The Tigers trail 28-0 here on 101.9 FM. The Bears have it's going to be fourth down and 8 from their own 37-yard line. So we get ready here in the second quarter. Appreciate the Cahills and the family over here helping us out. Always on the clock. Fourth down and 8 now for the Bears as they line up in punt formation.
Back to punt. 66.
Edgar Vasio to do the punting chores for the Bears. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
Vasio the punt. It is up. Takes a bare bounce. Right.
So an inside the 30, inside the 25, and finally going to be down. So first and 10 for the Tigers after the punt as they trail by 28. Here in Hatch, New Mexico. Tigers coming into today with only 2 wins on the season against Crown Point and Mescalero. And the Tigers being shut out here in District 3 AAA play. Lanham hands off to Acosta. Sammy stuck in the backfield, nowhere to go. The running game is 0 here for the Tigers as they swap out running backs. The first time we've seen Acosta back there in the backfield. He may have came in for a couple of plays, but We got a penalty marker on the play.
Looks like we have face mask against the Bears.
Here we go.
5-yard face mask against the defense. Be first out.
So 5-yard penalty against the Bears for a face mask. Here we go as Lanham back to pass, gets a Sammy Acosta out of the backfield and throws it in the dirt. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. So it must have been 5-yard penalty was after the play or during the play, so they moved it up from where he was tackled. That's why it was 2nd and 8. Now our 1st and 8. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 8 after the incomplete pass just outside the 25 to the 26-yard line are the Tigers. This quarter brought to you by Los Arcos Steakhouse. Ashton Garcia on the wide receiver screen, and he's hammered down, nowhere to go. And the Tigers have no offense today here in Hatch. The only thing that's helped them out, Polanco had a big pass reception and then the penalties, but the Bears are swarming here in the Valley. Back to the 24-yard line is going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as they got it back to the original line of scrimmage after the punt. Now the Tigers, now we're in that slow motion mode where we got to send Lanham over to get the play. Then they come out of the huddle and we walk up to the line of scrimmage and just no hustle for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 2 right for Lanham. Lanham now takes a snap, looks to his left, fires this one to his left, and caught to Flores. I don't know if he's got enough for the 1st down. He may have. May have picked up 10 yards, and they do move the chains. But a good play there by Flores, able to hang on to that one in traffic. Gets it out to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 now for the Tigers as they trail by 28 with 10:20 to play here in the first half. Lanham from the gun position turns and hands off to Polanco. Polanco tried to get it on the motion, trying to come across the line of scrimmage, and turns and hands off to him. Actually lined up as almost in the slot position off the tight end. Picks up a couple of yards, maybe give him about 5. 2nd down, and we're going to call it 6 for the Tigers. Nine and a half minutes to play here in the first half. Tigers trail by 28 here on 101.9 FM. Now Lanham, 2 receivers left, 2 right. He's got Sammy Acosta in his back pocket. Here's the snap. Acosta's going to turn, or Lanham's going to turn and throw it to Acosta. Acosta nowhere to go, gets hammered down big time by the Bears.
Number 2, once again, Marco Lewis.
As we see this stick coming up here, we're going to slow it down in real slow motion. You can see a perfect hit. Just puts the leather to, you can almost see Acosta's head get snapped back there. Good job there by Kimmy Molesby on those instant replays. Like to get up in there close, see everything.
And support for your draft team. Yes, sir. Hatch Valley High School draft team. Please support the draft team.
So from the 36-yard line, 3rd down and 8 now. The clocks are running. With 8.5 minutes to play here in the first half, Tigers down by 28. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Actually, we got 3 right now. He's going to put our JJ in the backfield. Lanham's going to keep this one on a quarterback keeper on the option. He's going to bring up 4th down as he gets it, picks up a couple of yards. Now the Tigers are going to have to line it up and punt this one away. Turnovers, 4 fumbles. Terrible. 3 by JJ and 1 by Lanham. And that one for Lanham, that could have been the center. We could mark that one as a fumble by the team, but still, it's still a turnover, and the Tigers 4 turnovers and trail by 4 touchdowns. Back to punt. It's Flores. This one's blocked and is picked up. The Tigers are going to fall on this one, but it doesn't matter. It's behind the line of scrimmage. See if we can figure out who comes in and blocks this punt. It's like number 4. Perfect match there. You can see the ball coming in, number 4.
That's a first down there.
And that's going to bring up a first down. After the block punt for the Bears with 7:27 to play here in the first half. The Tigers trail by 28. Now 1st and 10 inside the Tiger 30. 29, back to pass. Hit as he's passed and nowhere, incomplete.
Pass is on number 26. Pass is incomplete.
Do have some more streaming issues in case you're wondering. Trying to get out of here and Hatch. We're running the yellow light. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bears. Right up the middle, number 42, Gillis, finally drugged down by big number 65, Taylor. We haven't called his number all day today. That's Logan Taylor from that defensive end position.
So we have 3rd and 8 for the Bears.
Here's the snap, ball on the ground, and penalty marker whistle comes out.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense.
Encroachment against the Tigers, so
Still
5-yard penalty.
Penalty encroachment against the Tigers. Ref will walk off 5 yards. Puts the ball on the 22-yard line. 3rd and 3 for the Bears.
3rd down and 3 now for the Bears after the 5-yard penalty by the Tigers. Just inside 7 minutes. Gillis from right tackle. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Out to the 20. Gets to the 10, 55. Penalty marker comes flying in. We're going to watch this on the replay when we about, excuse me, as Gillis, there was a penalty marker came in towards the end of the run. Might be a hold against the Bears.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay. The down.
Holding against the Bears.
Third down.
20-yard line. 3rd and 1.
Hang on.
Ref's got to turn his mic off. Gillis once again trying to get up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He's going to dance into the end zone for a touchdown. Kill the microphone there for the refs, and he didn't turn it off. But another 6 points for the Bears.
42, Chainsaw Gillis, touchdown Bears.
Watch this one on the replays. Gillis just takes it, fakes it to the right, and then he's nowhere to go. Turns it back left and gone. As we await the extra point. Is up and good, and the Bears go up by 35. The Bears go up 35-0 here on 101.9 FM. This is your Tiger Sports Network.
Whether you are celebrating the latest Tiger victory or just a night out with friends, the Sierra County DWI Prevention Program reminds you to designate a driver when you plan to drink. Don't drink and drive. It's against the law. It's deadly. It can ruin your life in a split second. Underage drinking is also against the law and can wreck your high school years and keep you out of college and the military. So, make good choices. If you're under 21, don't drink. If you're over 21, don't drink and drive.
Back here in Hatch. Tell him again.
Hey, Ref, could you turn off your mic, please?
Okay, it's off.
There you go.
He's got it off. All right, little technical difficulties. Got all kinds of problems going on here in Hatch. Not only the Tigers, but us. So the Tigers trail 35-0 with 6:43 to play here in the first half on the Los Arcos Steakhouse scoreboard. We'll have a running clock from now on, I guess, now that we're down by 35. This one could be over at half. Well, Mercy's 50, running clock 35. As we await the, see what's going on here with the ref. Little timeout here on the field right now with the ref before the kickoff. Now we got it all teed up. The Bears recovered it on the, not on an onside kick, but just a little dribbler down. Unbelievable. As we watch this one, the Tigers run in, but it takes one big hop, and number 9 comes up with the ball. So on the little pooch kick, it's live after 10 yards, and the Tigers just stand there and watch it. And now the Bears have it. They're up 35-0 as we start the running clock here in Hatch.
Looks like we have Frito pie. Yes, that looks like Frito pie at the concession stand.
Now under center goes the quarterback, going to turn and hand this one off to big number 50 as he lined up in the backfield. And on the carry, Lopez. Lopez kind of lined up just off the line of scrimmage there in the backfield.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Bears.
Pick up a 4 for the Bears. Turn the handoff this time to big number 53. You got everybody running the ball in there now.
Sergio Escalante.
Tigers trail 35-0 here with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Brandon Gomez, number 45, checks in. Now gun formation for the Bears. Turn and hand this one off to Gillis. Picked up a couple of yards up inside. It's going to bring up 4th down. Four and a half minutes to play here in the first half. Tigers trail by 35. And we're going to try a long field goal here. 49-yard attempt by the Bears. Here's the snap and the kick. Just no good. But a good attempt there, a 49-yard field goal. You don't see that every day in high school football.
Let's hear it for Thunderfoot Vasio.
That's a pretty good attempt there from 49 yards out. Just needed about another yard or two. He'd have been fine. Tigers take over on downs. Actually, they're going to take over after the replay. This isn't like high school or college or pro football where they get it from where they spotted. They get it at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. .350 and rolling here in the first half. Here's Lanham. Another wide snap. Picks it up on one dribble. Back to his goal line. Just heaves this one downfield. And it's caught. Unbelievable by Ashton Garcia. My God, he threw that thing 50 yards on a rope. And we didn't catch that one at all, but good thing. Good catch there by Osh. You can see him just stretching out there for the play. And Ashton Garcia picks it up. And a big first down here at the 45-yard line of the Bears. The Tigers trail by 35 here on 101.9 FM. Here's the snap. Turn to Garcia. Garcia's got some room to the 40, to the 35. Penalty marker comes out. He's going to take it the distance, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. But we do have a penalty marker out. As we'll see what the penalty marker is here.
Oh, but we have a flag on the play. Holding against the Tigers.
Here's the call.
Holding against the offense. Be first down again.
Tell him to turn his mic off again. Tell him to kill his mic, please.
Ref, could you kill your mic, please? Thank you.
All right, sorry about that, but holding penalty against the Tigers backs him up midfield. J.J. Garcia out of the backfield, or off the slot position, gets it back to about the original line of scrimmage after the big play by Ashton Garcia.
Puts the ball on the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
2nd and 9 now for the Tigers from the 44 of the Bears. 2 receivers left, 2 right, gun formation for Lanham. He's got JJ in the backfield, fake to him, and now Lanham's going to set this one up, throws this one deep and over the head of Garcia. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. We have another penalty marker on the play. Got an ineligible receiver downfield for the Tigers, an ineligible man.
Looks like we have ineligible man downfield against the Tigers.
Ineligible downfield. Offense. Decline. 3rd down.
Decline.
3rd down.
So started to mark it off, and then they marked it back, declined the penalty as an ineligible receiver downfield, and that's going to be up 3rd down and 9 now for the Tigers.
Back out of the shotgun.
Lanham out in the flats to JJ, nowhere to go. He's going to bring up 4th down as he catches that one just short of the 40-yard line.
So they get the ball to the 42-yard line. 4th and 7.
So from the 42 now, 4th down and 7 for the Tigers with 42 seconds and rolling. Tigers down by 35. We have a running clock. The rest of the game, unless the Tigers can put some points on the board. 2 receivers left, 2 right, gun formation for Lanham. Lanham back to pass again. Now the pressure's on, got to roll to his left, throws this one left. Throws this one deep down to Flores and incomplete. See if we have a penalty marker out. Looks like we may have. Let's see what this was pass interference. I don't see the penalty marker down unless he threw it down there in the shade of the, oh, I see it there at the 14-yard line or so. So let's see what we got here, but it looks like it may go against the Bears. That was 4th down, so let's see what the call is here with 8 seconds to play here in the first half.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike against the right team. Be 1st down for the red team after the penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, that must have been after the play. Definitely after the play. So let's see.
Looks like we had unsportsmanlike after the play against the Tigers.
So that would have been 4th down. So that would have been 1st down and 10 now for the Bears after the penalty moves it into Tiger territory at the 43 with 8 seconds to play. And the clock has started.
And there goes the clock.
And that's going to do at the end of the first half as the Hot Springs Tigers trail 35-0 here on 101.9 FM. We're going to start our commercial list here as we get going for halftime. The Tigers trail by 35.
And yes, George, we see you, George. That's right.
Tigers down 35-0. Here at halftime, this is your Tigers Sports Network.
Bullock's Grocery Store in downtown Truth or Consequences has been serving Sierra County since 1947 and strives on providing you with the best meats, produce, and baked goods in the county. You'll enjoy the great customer service at Bullock's Grocery as they treat you like family. Bullock supports all Tiger teams and activities through the Cash or Clubs program and is proud to make this broadcast possible. Bullock's Grocery says, "Go Tigers!"
Since 1941, Sierra Electric has been a member-owned cooperative that has been providing quality, consistent electric service to Sierra County for 78 years. We support local youth programs while lending a helping hand to our members and neighbors. Sierra Electric Co-op is proud to power your life and proud to support the Tigers. Sierra Electric is a touch-tone energy cooperative, equal opportunity provider and employer. Go Tigers!
Johnny B's loves the Tigers and is proud to help bring these games to you. When you're hungry for homestyle cooking, head to Johnny B's at 2160 North Date Street, right here in Tier C. While you're there, make sure to save room for a tasty treat from Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor. Heck, you can just go have ice cream if you'd like. Whether it's on the football field or the baseball field, on the court, at home, or on the road, Johnny B's and Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor support the Hot Springs Tigers today and always.
Drive up, drive through, or dine in at A&B Drive-In. For faster service, call your order in for the best burritos smothered in red chili and cheese. Or try the green chili cheeseburgers with fries, the best in all the Southwest. Drive through our newly remodeled drive-up window at 211 Broadway in downtown Truth or Consequences, 575-894-9294. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8:30 p.m.
Sierra Auto Parts and CarQuest are the winning team when it comes to auto parts. The folks at Sierra Auto Parts are proud of the Tigers and proud to be able to offer the community top quality CarQuest auto products at great prices. Make sure that when you want top quality automotive parts, that your first stop is at your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer. Sierra Auto Parts, 400 Austin Street, right here in Truth or Consequences. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Closed Saturdays and Sunday.
Distance Chevron at 2200 North Date is proud to support the Tigers. Distance Chevron, located at the north end of Truth or Consequences, is locally owned and operated and has been since 1972. The Teston family loves the Tigers and their community. They offer quality Chevron fuel and 24-hour service, as well as a shop where they can change your oil or patch or replace your tire. Make sure to stop by and visit the friendly Tiger alumni at Teston Chevron and thank them for making these broadcasts possible.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Your State Farm agent, Ben Trujillo, is honored to be a Tiger at heart and an avid Tiger supporter. State Farm is a name you can trust, and Ben Trujillo is an agent you know. Whether you're looking to insure your home, car, business, or RV, give Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, a call today at 575-382-3636. Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, is proud to say, Go Tigers!
It's good to have Davis Fleck United Pharmacy nearby. From cold medications to gifts for everyone on your list. From over-the-counter help to greeting cards, magazines, and newspapers. Just one stop at Davis Fleck does it. Remember, Davis Fleck accepts most prescription insurance plans and offers a senior citizens prescription discount program too. Davis Fleck United Pharmacy, your leader pharmacy, located at 500 Broadway, right here in Tier C, is a drugstore and much, much more.
Quality cuisine since 1970. Legendary menu selections including our hand-cut steaks, prime rib, lobster, fresh seafood, and chicken. Enjoy an extensive wine list in our comfortable bar with outdoor patio. We have ample parking and banquet room. Open daily at 5 p.m. 1400 North Date Street in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Phone 575-894-6200, LosArcosSteakhouse.com.
Need concrete? Bar 2's got it. Need asphalt? Bar 2's got it. Need dirt? Bar2's got it. Bar2 Sand and Gravel is your full-service construction center. They even install and service septic tanks. Visit Bar2 Sand and Gravel and Transit Mix, where you'll be met by a friendly, helpful staff and enjoy prompt, efficient service no matter what size job you're working on. Bar2 Sand and Gravel, serving the community since 1957, located at the Cuchillo Creek Bridge on Highway 181, just north of Tier C. Call 894-7181.
Whitehead Automotive says go Tigers. At Whitehead Automotive, you'll find game-changing deals on sales and service. We have a great selection of used quality vehicles along with highly trained service and sales team with unbeatable prices of vehicles in service. You can't beat it. Whitehead Automotive's great sales and great service equals a winning combination, just like the Tigers. Stop by and see the gang at Whitehead Automotive at 9th and Date.
Show your Tiger pride in a professionally cleaned vehicle. Mike Hurlson with Mobile Vehicle Washing comes to you. That's right, no more excuses of not having enough time to take your vehicle to get washed. Whether you're at home or work, one call to 575-740-2037 and Mobile Vehicle Washing will have your ride shining like new. Mobile Vehicle Washing also does boats, trucks, airplanes, and more. Call Mike at 575-740-2037 today and tell him you want to shine with Tiger Pride today.
Providing the best landscape and fencing in all of Sierra County. Lynn's Landscape offers the best service for small or large projects. Lynn's Landscape specializes in decorative block retaining walls. Whether you need artificial turf or natural landscaping, call the professionals at Lynn's Landscape and Fencing, 575-744-4009 or 575-740-4045.
Sheesh, kits are expensive in the fall and every other season of the year. It's a good thing Bank of the Southwest is there to weather the storm with us. With personal loan options for things like living expenses, purchasing a vehicle, clothing and supplies, moving expenses, and more. It sure helps. We all want them to stop growing up. Well, sort of. It's nice to know Bank of the Southwest is there to treat us like family when they do. Bank of the Southwest, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 439264.
When you're in the market to buy or sell your home or property, remember Homesteaders Realty. Maybe it's time to consider buying instead of renting, downsizing, or making more room for the kids and grandkids. Maybe you've been thinking about moving into the country, or maybe it's a lake house that has you daydreaming. No matter what your motive, Kathy Vickers and the gang at Homesteaders Realty can help you find the perfect home. Call on Homesteaders Realty at 507 Highway 195 in Elephant Butte when you're in the market to buy or sell your home.
Taking care of all of Sierra County's plumbing, gas, and HVAC needs, MPG Services says, go Tigers! MPG Services is located at 1907 South Broadway and doesn't just do service calls. They sell the products that help you take care of your own. So remember, when you need plumbing parts or just want to let the pros handle the job, call on MPG Services 740-1440 or 894-1440. You'll find their well-stocked store in 1907 South Broadway.
One play can change momentum in the game, and one deductible is a game changer when it comes to your insurance. That's why you should see Agent Sharon Luna, your Farm Bureau agent in Tier C. She can help bundle your car and home together in a single policy. So if life sends a little blitz in the form of a storm or fire, you'll pay one deductible for everything that's covered. Talk to Farm Bureau agent Sharon Luna today. Stop by 405 North Date or call 575-894-0060. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Whether you are celebrating the latest Tiger victory or just a night out with
Grocery as they treat you like family. Bullock supports all Tiger teams and activities through the Cash or Clubs program and is proud to make this broadcast possible. Bullock's Grocery says, go Tigers!
Since 1941, Sierra Electric has been a member-owned cooperative that has been providing quality, consistent electric service to Sierra County for 78 years. We support local youth programs while lending a helping hand to our members and neighbors. Sierra Electric Co-op is proud to power your life and proud to support the Tigers. Sierra Electric is a touch-tone energy cooperative, equal opportunity provider and employer. Go Tigers!
Johnny B's loves the Tigers and is proud to help bring these games to you. When you're hungry for home-style cooking, head to Johnny B's at 2160 North Date Street, right here in Tier C. While you're there, make sure to save room for a tasty treat from Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor. Heck, you can just go have ice cream if you'd like. Whether it's on the football field or the baseball field, on the court, at home, or on the road, Johnny B's and Jackie's Ice Cream Parlor support the Hot Springs Tigers today and always.
Drive up, drive through, or dine in at A&B Drive-In. For faster service, call your order in for the best burritos smothered in red chili and cheese. Or try the green chili cheeseburgers with fries, the best in all the Southwest. Drive through our newly remodeled drive-up window at 211 Broadway in downtown Truth or Consequences, 575-894-9294. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8:30 p.m.
Sierra Auto Parts and CarQuest are the winning team when it comes to auto parts. The folks at Sierra Auto Parts are proud of the Tigers and proud to be able to offer the community top quality CarQuest auto products at great prices. Make sure that when you want top quality automotive parts, that your first stop is at your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer. Sierra Auto Parts, 400 Austin Street, right here in Truth or Consequences. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Closed Saturdays and Sunday.
Distance Chevron at 2200 North Date is proud to support the Tigers. Distance Chevron, located at the north end of Truth or Consequences, is locally owned and operated and has been since 1972. The Teston family loves the Tigers and their community. They offer quality Chevron fuel and 24-hour service, as well as a shop where they can change your oil or patch or replace your tire. Make sure to stop by and visit the friendly Tiger alumni at Teston Chevron and thank them for making these broadcasts possible.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Your State Farm agent, Ben Trujillo, is honored to be a Tiger at heart and an avid Tiger supporter. State Farm is a name you can trust, and Ben Trujillo is an agent you know. Whether you're looking to insure your home, car, business, or RV, give Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, a call today at 575-382-3636. Ben Trujillo, your State Farm agent, is proud to say, Go Tigers!
It's good to have Davis Fleck United Pharmacy nearby. From cold medications to gifts for everyone on your list. From over-the-counter help to greeting cards, magazines, and newspapers. Just one stop at Davis Fleck does it. Remember, Davis Fleck accepts most prescription insurance plans and offers a senior citizens prescription discount program too. Davis Fleck United Pharmacy, your leader pharmacy, located at 500 Broadway, right here in Tier C, is a drugstore and much, much more.
Quality cuisine since 1970. Legendary menu selections including our hand-cut steaks, prime rib, lobster, fresh seafood, and chicken. Enjoy an extensive wine list in our comfortable bar with outdoor patio. We have ample parking and banquet room. Open daily at 5 p.m. 1400 North Date Street in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Phone 575-894-6200, LosArcosSteakhouse.com.
Need concrete? Bar 2's got it. Need asphalt? Bar 2's got it. Need dirt? Bar 2's got it. Bar 2 Sand and Gravel is your full-service construction center. They even install and service septic tanks. Visit Bar 2 Sand and Gravel and Transit Mix, where you'll be met by a friendly, helpful staff and enjoy prompt, efficient service no matter what size job you're working on. Bar 2 Sand and Gravel, serving the community since 1957, located at the Cuchillo Creek Bridge on Highway 181, just north of Tier C. Call 894-7181.
Whitehead Automotive says Go Tigers! At Whitehead Automotive, you'll find game-changing deals on sales and service. We have a great selection of used quality vehicles along with highly trained service and sales team with unbeatable prices of vehicles and service. You can't beat it. Whitehead Automotive's great sales and great service equals a winning combination, just like the Tigers. Stop by and see the gang at Whitehead Automotive at 9th and Date.
Show your Tiger pride in a professionally cleaned vehicle. Mike Hurlson with Mobile Vehicle Washing comes to you. That's right, no more excuses of not having enough time to take your vehicle to get washed. Whether you're at home or work, one call to 575-740-2037 and Mobile Vehicle Washing will have your ride shining like new. Mobile Vehicle Washing also does boats, trucks, airplanes, and more. Call Mike at 575-740-2037 today and tell him you want to shine with Tiger Pride today.
Providing the best landscape and fencing in all of Sierra County. Lynn's Landscape offers the best service for small or large projects. Lynn's Landscape specializes in decorative block retaining walls. Whether you need artificial turf or natural landscaping, call the professionals at Lynn's Landscape and Fencing, 575-744-4009 or 575-740-4045.
Sheesh, kits are expensive in the fall and every other season of the year. It's a good thing Bank of the Southwest is there to weather the storm with us. With personal loan options for things like living expenses, purchasing a vehicle, clothing and supplies, moving expenses, and more. It sure helps. We all want them to stop growing up. Well, sort of. It's nice to know Bank of the Southwest is there to treat us like family when they do. Bank of the Southwest, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 439264.
When you're in the market to buy or sell your home or property, remember Homesteaders Realty. Maybe it's time to consider buying instead of renting, downsizing, or making more room for the kids and grandkids. Maybe you've been thinking about moving into the country, or maybe it's a lake house that has you daydreaming. No matter what your motive, Kathy Vickers and the gang at Homesteaders Realty can help you find the perfect home. Call on Homesteaders Realty at 507 Highway 195 in Elephant Butte when you're in the market to buy or sell your home.
Taking care of all of Sierra County's plumbing, gas, and HVAC needs, MPG Services says, Go Tigers! MPG Services is located at 1907 South Broadway and doesn't just do service calls. They sell the products that help you take care of your own. So remember, when you need plumbing parts or just want to let the pros handle the job, call on MPG Services 740-1440 or 894-1440. You'll find their well-stocked store in 1907 South Broadway.
We get ready for the second half here in Hatch, New Mexico as the Hot Springs Tigers trail 35-0 here as we get ready to start the third quarter. We'll have a running clock again here in the second half. If Hatch were to go up by 50, then game over. Another little pooch kick by the Bears as Chatfield comes up and fields it and then gets hammered down quickly just shy of the 40-yard line.
Caught by number 7 for the Tigers. Caden Chatfield puts the ball at the 39-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Tigers.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. They trail by 35 here as we get ready to start the third quarter. This quarter brought to you by Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Always appreciate all of our sponsors. Get the balls changed out there so the Tigers start first and 10 here in the third quarter from their own 39-yard line. The Tigers, the first half was horrible for them as far as turnovers. J.J. Garcia fumbled it 3 times. Polanco takes it from the, as he goes in motion and gets a handoff from Lanham, and he picks up a few yards, gets it over the 40, maybe out to the 40. They're going to mark him all the way to the 43. So it's going to bring up second down. And about 6 for the Tigers as they trail by 35 here in Hatch, New Mexico. 2 receivers to the left. Here's a handoff to Lanham. I'm sorry, JJ. JJ nowhere to go as he gets bottled up in the backfield by the Bears. Loss of a yard. Back to the 42, 3rd down and 7 now for the Tigers. Tigers just take way too much time to get the play in. They just were in slow motion all the time on offense. Two receivers left, 2 right. Gun formation now for Lanham. Got J.J. Garcia behind him. Now Ashton Garcia goes in motion. Going to flick it forward to Ashton. Gets over the line of scrimmage and then just gets hammered down as he picks up maybe a couple of yards. Going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers, though. So the Tigers not able to do anything with the opening kickoff here in the second half as we got a running clock with 8:45 to roll here in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 35 here on 101.9 FM. Now the Tigers late getting man out on the field. Good snap. Flores gets his boot into it. Takes a Tiger bounce, 1 bounce, picked up by the Bears, breaks a tackle at the 25, out to the 30, to the 35, and gets hammered down. As Ashton Garcia lays the wood to him. On the return, it's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for the Bears. As they mark him at their 36-yard line for the Bears. We do have an update here in the second quarter with about 10 minutes to play from Cobre. The Socorro Warriors 19 and the Cobre Indians 0. Yep. Now gun formation for the Bears. Here's the snap, hands it off to Gillis. Gillis breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, gets it over to the 40-yard line and then thrown down. You do give him a forward progress over the 40-yard line.
Update on the Socorro Cobra game. Socorro's now 19, Cobra 0.
From the 41-yard line now, 2nd down and about 5. A fake handoff. Now the quarterback's going to run around the left side. He's got some room. Gets up a block at midfield down to the 40-yard line. Finally gets thrown out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty against the Lanham as he's a little frustrated out there. Maybe no penalty. Didn't throw him to the ground, but tried to anyway. You can see Lanham gets him here. They're definitely out of bounds. He goes to throw him, and I think if he'd have went to the ground, they would have called him on that. 1st down and 10 now from the 35 of the Tigers. And they trail by 35 with 6:44 to go. This time Gillis right up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Tigers draped all over him. He's dragging Tigers down close to the 25-yard line.
Gets out to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2 for the Bears.
Pickup of about 8 for the Bears. Fake handoff to Gillis, now throws it in the flats, and it's completed inside the 20-yard line. So good play there by Gomez, number 45 out of the backfield. Gomez, Brandon Gomez. Now 1st and 10. Gillis around the right side to the 10, to the 5, and finally run out of bounds.
Chainsaw Gillis about the 5-yard line.
Tigers trail by 35 with 5.5 minutes. This second half is going to go by quick. Especially they put some points on the board here. Gillis now, or the I formation. Straight up the middle is the big man. He gets it close to the goal line inside the 5. Now from about the 3 or 4 yard line, here we go for man in motion. Under center is the quarterback. Going to turn and hand off once again to the big man, and he gets hammered down. Ball comes out. Looks like the Tigers may have recovered it.
Looks like we hand off to number 75.
And they do give it to the Tigers. There was a fumble on the play. Let's see if we can watch this on the replay. You can see him down inside there, and the ball pops out right there. Before he hits the ground, you can see the ball pop right out before he hits the ground, and the Tigers jump on it. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Tigers, deep in their own territory at about their own 2. See where they finally get him marked down and mark the ball at. Going to mark him at the 1. So 1st down and 10 now for the Tigers with 4:29 to play here in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 35. Tigers got to be careful here from that gun formation. Now Lanham just gets up, going to run a quarterback sneak. Nowhere to go. I don't know if he got out of the end zone or not, and that may have been a safety. And let's see where they mark his forward possession. Let's see if we can watch this one on the replay. And we don't have it, so hold the phone there for a second.
Like with a slight loss on the play. No, excuse me, a slight gain. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
Now from the Lanham, from the gun position for the 1. Snapped over his head and out of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety for sure. So another errant snap for the Tigers. Ball just goes over his head. 2 points for the safety there for the Bears.
Safety worth 2 points.
As they snap it out of the end zone. So turnovers have killed the Tigers. Now the Tigers will have to kick to the Bears from their own 20. So 37-0 here in Hatch as the Tigers shoot themselves in the foot with turnovers and errant snaps, and not a good day for the Tigers. Flores now on the free kick, so they kick from the 20. So when they get a safety in your own end zone, now you not only does the other team get 2 points, but now you got to come out to your own 20 and kick it back to them. Now they're going to have possession of the ball once again. Flores tees it up at the 20-yard line after the safety. With 3:45 to play here in the third quarter, the Hatch Valley Bears 37, Hot Springs Tigers 0, here on 101.9 FM. And here's the free kick for Flores as it gets down, picked up by the Bears, off one of the Bears in Tiger territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Number 14, Omar Gonzalez was all over that.
at about the Tiger 42-yard line. Is going to be 1st and 10 now for the Bears. So after the free kick, not able to get it deep enough, and now the Bears got great field position. Could put a 40 spot here on the Tigers real quick here in the third quarter with 3:34 to play in the third quarter. This quarter brought to you by Lynn's Landscape and Fencing, 575-744-4009. Make sure you call Big Lynn. Big Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Got residential, commercial, and security fencing. Give Big Lynn a call. Clock running here in the third quarter. We approach 3 minutes. Tigers down by 37. Here comes a blitz by the Tigers. This one's boggled in the backfield as the Tigers try to get him down. He's still scrambling. Coming to the near side. Breaks one tackle and finally gets thrown down. But not after picking up quite a few yards there for the Bears on the busted play. The Tigers came out of nowhere on that one on the blitz. And number 14, Omar Gonzalez, just had to scramble. Picked up a few yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Tigers now jump all over this one and should be encroachment against the Tigers.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
For the Bears.
2nd down again. Go ahead.
Got to start the clock. Ref's got his mic on again. Yeah. Pass over in the flats, incomplete by the Bears.
3rd down.
Yeah, he still got it on.
Ref, could you kill your mic, please, Ref? Please turn off your mic.
He's off now. Little problem there with the ref, making sure he can chew gum and walk, I guess, at the same time here. It's awful hard for him sometimes. We tell him to, he's got a million things to do out there, and we got to give him credit. We appreciate what they do for us, but it does get confusing. You'd think it'd be a simple thing to turn the mic off, but they got a million things running through their mind out there. We definitely appreciate them. Here we go now with 3rd down and 3 for the Bears. Fake to Gillis, and now the quarterback's going to keep this one around the left side and gets hammered down by Polanco, the freshman, but not until he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, let's wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. 1st down there.
So on the carry, number 14, Omar Gonzalez, the sophomore quarterback, all the way down inside the Tigers, down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 here as we approach 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. High snap. Throws this one down the middle of the seam, and it's in and out of the hands, and the Tigers definitely got back there. Tried to get that one double coverage, but it was a good play. Almost completed it inside the Tiger 20-yard line. So incomplete's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Tigers trail 37-0. Quick update from Socorro here with 7 minutes to go here in the first half. And Socorro's still up. This one is caught by number 4 in the flats. Gets knocked out of bounds, but that's Gomez on the reception. And another 1st down as he gets thrown out of bounds by the freshman Polanco. And that's probably going to do it. They take it all the way down to inside the red zone once again to the 15-yard line. Let's see if we can get one more play off here just before the half, and they do. Back to pass, throws this one over, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver inside the Tiger 5-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Quick quarter there. Good defensive play there by Polanco once again. Ben, I'm telling you, that Polanco kid, he's only a freshman, and he's going to be a player. His dad was also a great player there at Hot Springs High School. But at the end of the third quarter, the Hot Springs Tigers trail 37-0. This is your Tigers Sports Network.
Bullock's Grocery Store in downtown Truth or Consequences has been serving Sierra County since 1947 and strives on providing you with the best meats, produce, and baked goods in the county. You'll enjoy the great customer service at Bullock's Grocery as they treat you like family. Bullock supports all Tiger teams and activities through the Cash Clubs program and is proud to make this broadcast possible. Bullock's Grocery says, "Go Tigers!"
Back here in Hatch at the timeout after the end of the third quarter, the Hot Springs Tigers trail 37-0.
Let's hear for the cheerleaders. Let's hear for the tailgaters. Let's hear for the trick and treaters today.
First down, actually, let's get this back our scoreboard up there. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass that ended the third quarter. Now we start the fourth with the Bears threatening once again at the Tiger 15-yard line. Here we go, and here's the snap. Flips it to man forward, going to run around the right end and going to get in for the touchdown. So another touchdown by the Bears, and this one's getting out of hand for sure. So number 2. And the Bears go up 43-0 with a 15-yard pitch and catch there by the Bears. The snap and the kick is good. So the Bears go up 44-0 with 11:53 to go here in the game. We'll be right back. This is your Tigers Sports Network.
Since 1941, Sierra Electric has been a member-owned cooperative that has been providing quality, consistent electric service to Sierra County for 78 years. We support local youth programs while lending a helping hand to our members and neighbors. Sierra Electric Co-op is proud to power your life and proud to support the Tigers. Sierra Electric is a touch-tone energy cooperative, equal opportunity provider and employer. Go Tigers!
Back here in Hatch, New Mexico, the Hot Springs Tigers trail 44-0. Another touchdown here by the Bears, and we call this one a game. Vasio tees it up once again at the 40-yard line. His leg ought to be wore out by today after we get done scoring and all the field goal attempts and everything else he's had to do, the extra points. He's going to be wore out. Big kick down into the end zone once again, so a touchback. The Tigers will take over on the 20-yard line.
So with another successful kick by Thunderfoot, puts the ball at the 20-yard line. First down for the Tigers.
Running clock here for since the second quarter, actually. First and 10 now for the Tigers from the 20. Let's see if the Tigers have anything. If they can get the goose egg off the scoreboard here. The Tigers have had nothing but troubles today, even with JJ with 3 fumbles in the first quarter. Lanham had a fumble. There was 4 of them in the first quarter alone. Two receivers left, two right. Gun formation for Lanham. Back to pass once again. Fires this one deep down the right side of the field and incomplete, intended for Polanco. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. .10-20 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. Tigers trail by 44. This is going to end their season with only 2 wins. Polanco, quick handoff off the right side, maybe picked up 3 or 4 yards.
Looks like number 64, Edwin Olivera.
Third down and 7. The pickup of 3 yards there by Polanco. Empty backfield for Lanham. Back to pass. Throws this one deep down the middle. Ashton trying to get to it. And penalty marker finally comes out, as this one was definitely looked like pass interference. We're going to try to slow this one down as we throw it down the middle. Kimmy's on this one. And you can see the receiver as Ashton's trying to get to the ball there, and he's just held him up, and should be a pass interference against the Bears.
Defensive pass interference against the defense. Make it 1st down.
So 15-yard penalty against
Pass interference against the Bears.
the Bears, and that will give the Tigers enough for a 1st down.
Direct was the ball on the 38-yard line. 1st down for the Tigers.
So out to the 38 now, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. We approach 9 minutes to play here in the game. Get you an update here on that Socorro-Cobre game in just a moment. Ashton Garcia now trying to run it up in the middle with the trees and picks up 3 or 4 yards. Doesn't do a bad job. But some of those little guys get in there with them big trees, and it's hard for them to get around them. Out to the 41-yard line, so a pickup of 3. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Tigers trail by 44 here in the Valley. Lanham, handoff to JJ in the backfield and nowhere to go, and thrown to the ground for a big loss. As the Tigers just, JJ unable to get corked up here. And the Tigers don't block anybody up front and run right by them. Going to mark him out to about the 37. So going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. So we approach 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield for Lanham. Lanham straight drop back pass, throws it out to JJ for a little screen. And he's drugged down and hammered down shy of the 40-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down once again for the Tigers.
Brought down by number 50 for the Bears.
And on the tackle, number 50, we don't have him listed, but 4th down and 11 as he gets into the 39. So maybe picked up a couple of yards there for JJ, but 4th down for the Tigers as we approach 7 minutes. Got a new punter back there for the Tigers. Number 22. as he punts this one down close to the 30-yard line. We don't have a 22 listed on our roster. So first down and 10 now for the Bears after the punt. .6:56 to play here in the game, and the Tigers trail 44-0. Socorro kicked a field goal there in the first half, and it's 22-0. Now Socorro over Cobrey. Let's see what we got. We did have a penalty marker. Apparently on the far side of the field, we didn't even see it. So let's see what the call is going to be here. They're going to wave the flag off, so no flag.
No flag, no flag.
No flag.
So no penalty there. They're going to be first and 10 now for Hatch Valley Bears from their own 31-yard line, looks like.
Gomez under center. Hand off the number 54 for the Bears.
Big tackle there by Taylor, as that one didn't go very far for the Bears on a little handoff. Looks like they're substituting some players. But big number 65 in there, Logan Taylor, hadn't mentioned his name much today. He's got 5.5 sacks on the season, a senior with 14 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. Big number 65, Logan Taylor, for the Tigers. Now under center, another handoff right up the middle. Logan Taylor once again on the tackle as he gets it over the 35, maybe out to the 36-yard line.
And there's number 53, Sergio Escalante.
Under 6 minutes to play now. 3rd down and 3 for the Bears. Going to turn and hand this one off right up the middle once again. And the Tigers try to hold him up, but he does get to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, still going, still chugging them big legs in there, making some yardage for the Bears, and enough for the first down.
And up to number 45 on that one, Brandon the Beastman Gomez. And that's a first down Bears.
Got a Tiger slow getting up off the ground there, but they did get out to the 42-yard line, so 1st and 10 now for the Bears. The snap, going to fake it. Trapped in the backfield, and the Tigers may come up. They do come up with a sack.
Brought down by number 32.
Ethan Flores in on the sack there, back to close to the 40-yard line. Going to mark him at the 41, so a loss of 1. Back to pass once again as the Bears throws this one deep downfield and out of bounds, intended for number 3, Eduardo Garcia. And incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Tigers trail 44-0 here in Hatch at 4 minutes to play in the game. 3rd and long, going to hand it off. Over the right side is Gillis. He's got enough, gets it close to midfield. He's going to be a little bit shy. He's going to have a penalty marker in the backfield. Hang on, hold the phone. Here we go. Here's the call. Personal foul of some kind. Let's see what the call is going to be.
Technical foul against the Bears.
So personal foul against the Bears. Going to take a 15-yard penalty there, I guess. Didn't have the mic on, so we don't know exactly what it was. But it's a 15-yard penalty against the Bears.
Pretty good penalty against the Bears. Walks it back 10 yards. Puts the ball on the 25-yard.
So back to the 25-yard line is going to bring up 3rd and forever.
And about 13 for the Bears.
Back to pass. Gomez throws this one down the left side and in and over the head of the intended receiver as Garcia tried to climb the ladder. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 23 with 3 minutes to play here in the game. Back in punt formation, number 45, Gomez. Snapping the kick. Gets it over midfield, takes a Tiger bounce, and actually runs down the 45-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Tigers with 2.5 minutes to go here. They trail 44-0 here on the Lynn's Landscape scoreboard.
35 seconds left. Excuse me, a little dyslexia there.
First down and 10 now for the Tigers. See if we can get another update from Socorro or from Cobre. They're just before the half. They got about 49 seconds to play. Socorro up 22-0. Socorro's got the ball on their own 37-yard line, so that's probably going to go to half at 22-0. Now the Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Now J.J. Garcia goes back in motion. They're going to run the option. Pitches it out to J.J. to midfield, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and run out of bounds maybe at about the 25. So they're going to mark him down at about the 22, 23-yard line. So the Tigers maybe going to try to put some points on the board here right at the end of the game.
Tigers on the 23-yard line. First down for the Tigers.
From the 23, so good play there by J.J. as he takes the pitch. Lanham actually ran down, had some good yardage, and then pitched it back to J.J. as we got under a minute and a half to play. Lanham now empty backfield, puts Polanco in motion. Going to hand to Polanco. Polanco's going to throw this one in the end zone. And in and out of the hands, trying to get to Flores. And actually, who else was down there? Chatfield. Looks like Chatfield may have hit that one. We don't have a replay on that one for you. But that one was incomplete as Flores was telling Chatfield, that was mine. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers. This may be the last play of the game. We get close to 30 seconds to go here, and Lanham still trying to get
back to pass. Looks like they're going to church for it. Nope, not a Hail Mary.
back over to J.J. Garcia, or trying to throw that one to Chatfield. Don't know, is incomplete. That may be the last play, as this is a running clock. Tigers probably not going to be able to get the ball back up here quick enough to
10 seconds left. 5.
Tigers going to try to get one last snap here, and they do, and they try to down it, but it doesn't do any good because it has a running clock anyway. So the final score here from Hatch, New Mexico, is the Hatch Bears 44, the Hot Springs Tigers 0. That is your final. We're going to keep it here just a second. We're going to talk about the playoffs here as the Tigers in their season 2-8. And what we're looking at, this is our prediction for AAA playoffs. We think Hatch, we've got Hatch down there at 12. Nimi's probably out now since Hatch won. But I wouldn't be surprised if Hatch isn't the number 10 seed. But you're going to be looking at Newcomb and Thoreau, I believe for sure. But this is kind of my prediction coming into tonight's game after this is over with. Socorro, Ruidoso, Robertson, St. Mike's, I think, are pretty well locked in there at the first 4. Remember, this is only prediction. The selection committee will get together tonight, and they'll actually select this out. Then we'll know more about that after tonight. But we believe Hatch, we should see that Hatch, Theroux, Newcomb. I believe Hatch could be number 10 there. But Hope, Cobrey, West Las Vegas, Dexter, I think these are pretty well locked in. We'll know more later. This is the final score from Hatch, New Mexico. The Hot Springs Tigers lose a big time here in Hatch, 44-0. We're going to go back to regular programming. This is your Tiger Sports Network.